1.5 lakh people attending a rally in Patna organized by the RJD, JDU, the Congress and the SP at the historic Gandhi Maidan. This is their first joint rally and the start of their campaign against the NDA in Bihar. Both Nitish Kumar and Sonia Gandhi taking on Prime Minister Narendra Modi over the land acquisition bill, while Lalu Yadav hit out at the Prime Minister in his own inimitable style.
At this mega rally in Patna, billed a Maha rally by Lalu, Nitish and the Congress. Congress Chief Sonia Gandhi and Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar targeted Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the land acquisition bill, saying he had been forced to bow to the will of the people.
मोदी सरकार किसान विरोधी सरकार है, जो किसानों की जमीन छीनकर अपने चंद अमीर दोस्तों में बांटना चाहती है।
आज जब हम यहाँ के लिए निकल रहे थे तो मन की बात प्रधानमंत्री जी कर रहे थे। आज ये उनके मन की बात नहीं थी, ये देश के जनता की जीत थी और देश के जनता के दिल की बात थी, मन की बात थी, जहां झुकना पड़ा।
Nitish Kumar and Sonia Gandhi appearing together for a rally for the first time also attacked Modi for his comment on Bihar's DNA.
कभी बिहार के कल्चर का मजाक उड़ाते हैं, लेकिन अभी तक शोबाजी के अलावा क्या किया है?
मेरे डीएनए को गड़बड़ कहा। नालंदा विश्वविद्यालय, विक्रमशिला विश्वविद्यालय यही था, हमारा डीएनए गड़बड़। आज जो देश के तिरंगा में चक्र है वो किसका है? इसी पाटलिपुत्र से निकला था और कहते हो मेरा डीएनए खराब है।
The BJP was quick to respond with counter charges in Delhi.
इस रैली में सोनिया जी सपोर्टिंग रोल में, नीतीश कुमार मुखौटा हैं और रियल डायरेक्टर, निर्देशक और सूत्रधार लालू प्रसाद हैं। सोनिया गांधी ने एक और बात झूठ बोली है। झूठ क्या बोला है? कि मनरेगा की राशि कम की गई है। अरे सोनिया जी, कभी तो शर्म करें।
The loudest cheers at this rally, attended by at least 1.5 to 2 lakh people by estimates of the police that was posted here, were reserved for Lalu Yadav. The BJP though would point out that this has happened in the past also, that people come here to listen to people like Lalu but do not give him the votes, and that is what the party will count upon as they move ahead into their electoral strategy ahead of the Bihar Assembly elections. In his speech, Nitish seemed to defend his alliance with Lalu.
कहते हैं लालू जी के आने से जंगल राज, आई सब जगह पर है मंगल राज।
The challenge for the coalition to now translate what seemed like a very well-attended rally into votes. In Patna with camera persons Habib Ali and Manoj Kumar, this is Alok Pandey, NDTV.
The JDU, RJD, Congress, SP Grand Alliance, can it convert arithmetic to winning votes? That's the question that we are asking today, and joining us to discuss that from Patna, Pawan Verma, Rajya Sabha MP of the JDU, from Delhi, Professor Manoj Jha, the national spokesperson of the RJD, also in Delhi, Sambit Patra, the spokesperson of the BJP, and from Mumbai, Sanjay Jha, the spokesperson of the Congress. Sambit Patra, coming to you first, 1.5 lakh. Now, how do you read that? That's no mean figure.
It may not be, but though I do not agree with the fact that there were 1.5 lakh people, I gather there were much less people than what you are saying. But the bigger issue is what Mr. Modi's rally attract. In fact, it was not even a fraction of it. We have seen the cheer, we have seen the kind of mood that Mr. Modi's rallies have reflected. And anyhow, more than the cheer and the mood of what the people can be, what I today want to discuss is, look at the arithmetics on the stage. This is a very well-known English channel. I mean, there's a different kind of audience to this channel. Now ask any audience of this channel, the combination of Nitish Kumar, Lalu Prasad Yadav, Mulayam Singh Yadav, Sonia Gandhi, Deve Gowda, is this the kind of poster they want, or they want Mr. Narendra Modi's development agenda? I just asked the people who are the audience of this channel, and I believe I already can hear the people speaking to me.
They will answer you in Bihar. Pawan Verma, just coming to you on the question of Does the number of people that attend a rally really convert into votes?
I don't believe that Samvit Patra was being serious when he said that there were not 1.5 lakh people. I was present at the rally. I don't believe that Patna at the Gandhi Maidan has seen a rally of this size. There was not an inch of the Gandhi Maidan which was not packed, and as many people as were inside the rally, the Maidan were outside. And these are people who have come from all corners of the state. As regards Mr. Patra's question to the audience, I want to ask him a simple question. We are an alliance and the BJP in Bihar is an alliance. They are a bigger alliance than us. Who are their newfound friends? Mr. Ramvilas Paswan, who called his party Bharat Jalao Party. Mr. Manji, of whom they were the biggest critics when Mr. Nitish Kumar appointed him as Chief Minister, representing the schedule, the lowest person on the social scale. And let me tell you, their newfound friend these days, Lalu Yadav. And on top of that, he has come and insulted the people of Bihar in a manner which no Prime Minister has ever done before. Questioning the Chief Minister's DNA, calling the state Bimaru, and offering a completely hollow package on the eve of the elections in a manner as if he was auctioning the pride identity of the people of Bihar.
I want to ask the same question
this
that I asked
rally
Mr.
itself
Verma.
has decided the election.
Right. Even if we give the fact that there are those numbers present in the rally, Sanjay Jha, we know how rallies are organized and how people are got there. They're not necessarily people who will go out there and vote for that party. Does a rally or the number of people at a rally really reflect on how you can convert it? And this comes to the arithmetic again. When you add the RJD, the Congress, the JDU and the Samajwadi Party, they come close to 49% of the elections that were held, say the Lok Sabha elections. But does that arithmetic really convert itself into votes?
Amitabh, let me just tell you this, that I can understand Mr. Modi's anxiety and the stress for Dr. Batra right now. Because, you know, go back to the by-elections that were held in 10 assembly seats immediately in the aftermath of the huge victory for BJP in the May of 2014 last year. I mean, despite, you know, the big manufactured story that was, you know, being created around Mr. Modi, I would admit very successfully, the truth is that the coalition of Mr. Modi's party, the BJP along with the LJP, etc., lost 6 of the 10, which was won by the RJD, JDU, Congress combination. So, you know, one can really anticipate that what you're seeing today, to add to what Pawan already mentioned, you're going to see a rising momentum for this alliance which is contesting the election against Mr. Modi's government. And the second point, you see the sign, you know, Dr. Patra talks of development, but I would like to remind Dr. Patra, and Amitabh, maybe you can ask him this question, is Indian Express has reported that from the time the JDU and the BJP coalition ended in Bihar, you have had almost 670 incidents of communal violence, which is extremely spectacular in dimension, and clearly with, you know, the Muzaffarnagar model is being repeated by a very desperate BJP, for whom development has always been a subterfuge for the larger Hindutva agenda. So I think these are signs of political desperation. We will wait for the verdict to come. We don't want to be as contemptuous and as condescending as Mr. Modi has been of the people of Bihar. I'm from Bihar, although I live in Mumbai. I can tell you, Amitabh, the people of Bihar will give a resounding verdict in favor of JDU, RJD, Congress.
I can see Samvit Patra wanting to make a point, but I'll just go to him. Professor Manoj Jha of the RJD. आप ये बताइए 100 seats each for the JDU and the RJD, but we've seen both, I'll ask Mr. Verma this as well, that the JDU is unhappy, or there are sections of the JDU that is unhappy with such a low number. Is the RJD satisfied with the seat sharing arrangement?
Amitabh, let me tell you first of all, because my colleagues have spoken about the quantitative aspect of today's rally, I'll rather talk about the qualitative aspect. Before I do that, let me answer your question. This is just not another election. In fact, it is not no more an election in Bihar. It's an election through Bihar. And it's an election which is going to provide an alternative nuance to economic vision, the constricted economic vision of Mr. Narendra Modi. It's an election which made us come together also because we cannot allow this nation to go berserk on the path of right-wing dictatorship. I mean, no other than Advani ji has warned the nation that emergency is likely to come. And third, most importantly, I must tell you, because this election is for larger issues, seats don't matter to us. We are simply looking at that the nation should not lose sight that there could be an alternative to this. As a nation, we should not lose. And that is the reason I tell you, we have come together, we have had differences. And in spite of the differences, we have, and today, what was very interesting, Nitish ji talked about the minutest details about governance. And Lalu ji spoke about the possible tectonic shift in the subaltern politics in coming days. This is a lethal combination, I tell you. This will change the grammar of politics in Bihar further. And from Bihar, we will provide a sound national alternative to the kind of ideas in the shape of crony capitalist driven
now that's ambitious.
And
a national alternative, you're saying. All right, let me get in Sambit Patra again there. Mr. Patra, like you have a lot to respond to because it's 3 versus 1 here. But just coming to the fact that apart from the Prime Minister's DNA statement about Nitish Kumar, the fact is that the BJP has not been able to attack Nitish Kumar because of his completely clean image. You can attack Lalu Yadav, you can attack the other partners, but Nitish Kumar comes out completely clean, doesn't he, Sambit Patra?
First and foremost, you rightly pointing out that it is a 3 versus 1 debate only shows as to where does the desperation lie. The desperation lies with the people who are desperately trying to save their political ground, and that's the reason as to why people with opposing ideas are together sharing the dais. Right now, Professor Manoj Jha, whom I respect a lot, rightly pointed out that they are together to fight against emergency-like situation. And I ask him, you are fighting against emergency-like situation, sharing the dais.
Sure. We're having a problem with that line there with Sambit Patra. I'll just come back to him as soon as we sort that out. But Sanjay, I can see you wanting to respond.
I think, I wish Sambit Patra was on the line to just let him know that he's free to have as many of his political associates on any television program. The point is he'll be very embarrassed with the kind of contradictions they have amongst themselves, as Pawan Verma has already pointed out. I think there's a larger story here. If you notice that today, in his much hyped Mann Ki Baat, the Prime Minister has done a complete U-turn on the land bill. And Amitabh, let me bring a very pertinent point here. That is another panic button from a Prime Minister who is so indecisive and weak that all that he can think of is another electoral test. Now, I think as I think Manoj Jha has already categorically mentioned, the elections in Bihar have got larger ramifications, I think, for the country as a whole.
Sure.
And I think clearly Mr. Modi has recognized that the land bill was anti-farmer, it was anti-poor, it was anti-marginal labor, it was against, frankly, even the middle class. So end of day, somewhere, Mr. Modi's sudden flip-flop and backtrack, for which I'm sure a lot of his crony capitalist friends and people who are in the Sensex business might be very disappointed. But that tells you the panic buttons within the BJP as far as Bihar is concerned.
Sure.
The electoral arithmetic of Bihar, I think, as Manoj ji categorically mentioned, is not going to be a cakewalk. And as far as Mr. Modi is concerned, the Gujarat model that he worked very hard to actually assiduously mislead the people on stands exposed today. I was hearing your interview, Amitabh, with Hardik Patel. And clearly there was no inclusive developmental model, which is why the Gujarat model is a brazen manifestation of the failed Gujarat model on which Mr. Modi has gone from Ahmedabad to 7 Racecourse Road.